Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 42 of The Edge. My name is Sean Clark, otherwise known as Valise, or Vels, or Laurel, or whatever the hell I'm playing that particular afternoon. We are actually going to have kind of a short show. We're going to talk a little bit about what we've been doing, some small news segments when we're going to be hitting Highmaul. I know Matt's already been in there doing some stuff, so it's one of the perks of being on a medium pop server, I suppose. But the rest of us have not, so we're going to be excited to do that. But first, let's bring in Matt, the man, the myth, the legend himself, man. What's been going on? Busy as usual, I'm sure.
Oh, this is quite possibly one of the busiest weeks it's been for me. Huge flurry of activity over the past few days since Highmaul, as you mentioned, is opening up today. The world bosses were available for a short time before they were subsequently taken down when servers opened up. Obviously, players are doing everything they can to raise their character eye level and prepare for Highmaul this week, getting their flasks, their potions, their food, fishing, whatever they got to do. I personally have been occupied with, typical guild mastery type stuff like recruiting, policy, all that fun stuff, just finalizing everything before today. There's 30 slots available for heroic and normal raids, and we have about 35 players right now penciled in with the intent to raid. So it's going to be a bit of a game time decision here to see who gets the nod and who doesn't. So right after this podcast is over, I'm going to have to zip on over and confer with my officers again to figure out what the heck we're going to do.
Yeah.
But it's a good problem to have.
I mean, you got to figure a couple of those people will probably fall off in the first month or two.
Yeah, right. But for now, it's like I got to assume everyone's on this equal footing, same page, all that stuff. So until then.
Cool. Katie, you're next. What's up with you? You're muted. We don't even know. What's up with you? She's like, oh no.
This is the point where we talk over
I had a double mute. No.
She looked surprised that she was muted. She's like, what?
No,
Me?
I unmuted the one, but then I had the other muted. I was double muted,
okay.
For extra muting purposes.
Nice. I understand totally. It's like double blindfolds.
I am all over the place because stuff that I thought I was going to get to do this afternoon, last minute potion making, because I didn't start my alchemist soon enough, so I got just enough badges to get my flasks, and completely forgot about fishing for potions, which, but at least I got all the gear hustle last night. That was the important part. I figured consumables wouldn't be a big deal, but that loading screen boss.
Yeah, it's tough right now.
Yeah.
It's tough going. Which reminds me, actually, Will, this is a good segue into you. If you can get on the game, you need to go and buy me food and potions and flasks. So,
I've gotcha.
thanks, buddy.
Gotcha.
Other than that, what are you doing?
Our dang potions take Talbuk meat, 1 for 1. So killing 1 gives you a potion. It's like, that's a lot of grinding. It's not even like you get 4, and I don't know. Anywho, there's a raid? Is there a raid?
I don't know. You tell me.
I guess.
I haven't heard about it.
Something's going on because clearly there's a lot of activity because we cannot log in. So
seems to be the thing.
Unless you're Matt.
I too forgot the last minute preparations of cooking, so I did cover that last night. But same as Matt in a sense, checking out our rosters, supplies, all that other stuff, and I also failed to get my paladin raid ready for tomorrow or today.
Boo.
But I got my hunter. Yeah.
Paladin feels so good, man. I've been playing my paladin a lot too on Shattered Hand, and he just feels so good. Oh man, I love Fret. I love it.
Mm-hmm. The Ret Bomb, so good in challenge modes too. So much burst.
It's really, really good. So definitely feeling a lot stronger than my rogue right now. My rogue is sitting at like 633 item level, but it's like it just doesn't even compare. The rogue feels so weak right now, and I know like later on in the charts, sub is actually really strong with the gear, but right now, man, it does not feel that way. It definitely feels like I need a boost of some sort. So hopefully that will come. Chances are it won't because it hasn't already, but let's hope that the RNG Blizzard gods are in a good mood when it comes to the rogue stuff. That particular day they decide on those things over in Blizzard land. So like I said, pretty short show because we all have some stuff to do. We all have catching up to do if we can even log into the game. So we need to hurry up and, go kill things. Matt, how far did you get, by the way, before I start talking about other stuff?
We got about one boss in, and they were working on Butcher, and then I had to bail because of this. So there's last I checked, they're still working on Butcher, but they think they came really close, like maybe 5%, 10%.
Do
So
you have
they'll
anyone
probably get it.
streaming?
Not right now. I'm one of the few streamers in the guild, but I can't because I'm streaming this, right? So I know, right? But I'll probably be streaming once I
Sacrifices.
go
Listen to
off,
this guy.
once we go offline here. So if you want to watch, the Twitch channel is World of Maticus. Right after we're done.
Twitch.tv/World of Maticus. You can check that out. If you want to check out some Alliance rating, that's pretty
Some
cool.
Alliance healing action from the official server for sub 100. Official.
So it is
They
official.
rolled
How-
it back. I guess they rolled back the other guy. So
Whoa.
Wow.
So he was
Ouch.
cheating.
I checked it on WoW Progress, and I was like, "Huh, my name is actually number one here. What the hell?"
So he
Which is
was
weird, but
he was cheating or
he was
exploiting
Yeah.
in some way.
How
So
much
you're
did you bribe the WoW progress, guys?
yeah, seriously.
Oh please, I'm not.
How
that
many nipples
rich.
did you send them?
Yeah, right.
This one?
Get him tickets to some hockey games in Canada.
Yeah, right. Like that's worth anything down there.
Yeah, seriously. Not so much. So Black Friday has come and gone, at least for us here in the United States. Matt, probably not so much for you. Do you guys really do Black Friday stuff?
Ours is actually called Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas. That's when our
Boxing Day.
sales are. They call it Boxing Day here.
I didn't know that. So it's the
Because it's
same
like-
idea, right?
Same idea, yeah, but it's the day after Christmas, and everything's on clearance because like it's after Christmas.
So
So-
when you guys just have Christmas later, like if that's the case, I would just postpone Christmas
No,
for
you
like a
don't.
week.
You don't buy it to give stuff to people. You buy it. You would buy it because the stores have to clear out inventory for next year's stuff,
Oh,
right? So that's why there's all those sales going on. They're not doing it to encourage people to buy stuff before for gifts or whatever. No, God, no. They charge you full price for that stuff.
I like how all three of the American faces look really confused. Like what?
Yeah.
What
so
do
the
you
stores,
do? What?
The stores heavily discount things after Christmas to make room for next year's inventory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, here in the States, yeah, it's I don't understand what you guys do up there.
You guys do it right.
Yeah, of course, because everyone has it's Christmas. You have to always have the best gift, even though no one ever says it. It's more of a silent thing, like, oh, who gave you that gift?
Right.
Oh, I got you this gift, Snap City. So if you do want to give the gift of Warcraft, it does end tonight at midnight. So Pacific Standard Time. So I guess 3 a.m. here on the East Coast. But it is only $5 all the way up until Warlord. So if you like to multi-box or you want to have a couple accounts, anything like that, like Matt, or if you just want to give it to a friend that maybe wants to try a new game or whatever, buy it. It's $5. I mean, who cares? So cheap, just to have it. What the hell? So that's about it for Blizzard. Actually, their store, they have some Blizzard at the gear store. They've been having some pretty decent discounts as well, and I believe that runs until tonight at midnight as well.
If you're a StarCraft fan, I think they're discounting some StarCraft 2 merchandise for the week.
Yeah. So it's definitely good to go check out the gear store for Blizzard because they've got some specials running a little bit longer. I believe you're right on the StarCraft. I think there's other stuff too, but I can't remember now.
Yeah.
There's a Blizzard AMA Thursday on their subreddit, Reddit/r/wow. It's going to be at 4 or 5 Pacific time. Mumper's going to be there with Watcher, Halinka, some other devs, and important people. And I'm sure the conversation is going to steer towards what the hell is going on with the server maintenance taking so long each week, and why can't we log in?
Come on.
Hey,
We got lucky the past 2 weeks. Server maintenance was slated to end at 11, but we got in at like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. We're just paying back
Or
for it today.
7.
Or 7, yeah. We paid back for it today.
Like I said, I'm not going to be one of those people that are going to be in there with torches and pitchforks, but you got to figure a lot of the people are. So
Yeah.
you got to figure that's going to be on the docket. I wonder how they're going to handle that. I keep saying this over and over again, and I don't really want to talk about it in too great a length, but it's my opinion that a multi-billion-dollar business like Blizzard should not be getting DDoS as much as they do. Period. Dot. So
Doesn't work that way, dude.
I know it doesn't
I
work
wish
that way,
it works that way,
but
it doesn't work that way.
they should have at least some kind of something in place. To
They
be
would
prepared.
have to own their own internet.
Yeah.
They could.
Happen.
They could.
No.
Oh, absolutely, they
No.
could. Yeah, sure.
No.
Let's buy Google. No big deal. How much do you think? If hypothetically, let's go down this road for a second.
I think it would be the other way around.
If let's just appease my brain here for a moment. Let's just say Google were to sell to Blizzard. How much do you think Google would sell for? Like, what do you think their asking price would be?
Okay, Apple
I
is
don't
worth
think you
like
can put
$760 million right now. That's Apple's.
Million?
Billion.
Million?
Million?
It's got to be
No,
billion.
pretty sure it's million. I don't think it's billion yet. I don't think they reached
Yeah.
billion evaluation.
Pretty sure they have. The iPhone itself,
Do
I
the
think.
Google.
Yeah, do a quick net worth check.
This World of Warcraft brought to you by the stock market.
Sorry, it's 108 billion.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna
I was
say.
talking
There's
about
no way there's a
stocks.
million.
I was talking about the stock. Yeah, my bad. But that's
Okay.
Apple. So I gotta figure Google's around that area too.
I would say it would be like, I'd probably say, and this is all seriousness, somewhere in the vicinity of $1.5 to $2 trillion. That's what I would say. They would probably give some unrealistic number and be like, this is how much my company is worth. So, but Blizzard could do it eventually. Just think World of Warcraft 2.
Isn't Blizzard only worth like
They're worth
Not
a
that
fraction of that?
they're worth probably somewhere near the billion mark. What do you think? I would say probably somewhere in the range of like 800 to 900 million. Their worth is. I mean, what's
2012 valuation was 4.86 billion.
okay? See, I was off by
A lot.
3 and 3/4
Two
billions.
zeros.
Well, I mean, with the residual income of Warcraft itself is like millions and millions of dollars a month. So
If all the franchises were operating at release, not alpha, not beta, or whatever, then yes, because that's when all the monetary stuff kicks in. That's when the free to play, the monetary, the pay as you go, whatever stuff, like buying skins stuff. Then yes, because League of Legends is worth a crap load a ton, based on the amount of skins that they sell, and I know this firsthand because I've added to that juggernaut. So with Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, obviously, mine too. And, when Overwatch, we don't know what the business model of Overwatch is, then yes, eventually those numbers will go up for sure. But right now, not even close.
So Google's worth like what, almost 10 times or 100 times more than Blizzard, right?
Pretty
Somewhere in
much.
there.
Yep.
33.3 billion.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the net worth of the owner.
Okay, let's just say Blizzard were to buy like some shitty internet like Time Warner,
No, why would you do that? That exacerbates the problem. That doesn't
because
solve it.
they'll make it better. Because that's
No,
what
they
Blizzard
won't.
does. There'll be a queue time to get into your internet.
Oh my god, why are we having this conversation?
I don't know. I just felt like going down this road.
For giggles. So, hey, hot off the press, the cooldown for crafted materials has been removed for like blue quality. So those like soulbound once a day talidite crystals for jewel crafting, gone. It's just ore, and the like has been extended to blacksmithing and other crafting. I don't think that applies to the epics for obvious reasons, but at least people can actually get to 700, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm not there, and I've dumped way too much into it, but I got what I needed. So
Who
being
posted
Mac's
that?
Profession.
Was it official?
It is. I saw somebody who's not official post it.
But is it an official thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's for the the armor you said, or the gear, or what was it?
blue quality gear, not epic.
Mm.
Okay,
Crafted.
not like the.
630.
We're not talking like the hexweave cloth or the cooldown
No.
things.
No.
Darn.
The quick screenshot I've got here is burnished leather, true steel ingot, talidite crystal. It might be the hex weave, but I just don't see it on this thing here.
I'm still salty about the Hexweave thing.
I find the cloth thing really weird.
Yeah,
Really weird.
really
like
irritates me.
I miss it dropping because I'm a hoarder, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
like, what's
can't
this
I
sumptuous
can't pre-plan
fur?
for the clothy stuff.
Makes me sad.
What's this fur stuff everywhere?
The first stuff I don't mind.
I guess I guess it's been replaced by that, but just the having everything on the cooldown for cloth seems really crappy.
Yeah. So before I go and talk about Google's net worth again, we should probably talk about rating stuff. So Matt's been rating, and Matt got ready for rating, and Matt has a ready raid checklist.
Handy
everybody.
dandy checklist.
It's a handy dandy
so-
notebook.
I might need some help with the horde side of things because I'm not a dirty horde player, so I don't really know everything
Oh
about
my
that. But
God.
let's talk about the
Wow.
seals of tempered fate for a moment. These are the little
Smack
items
you.
that you get for
Salvage.
getting extra rolls on your loot and that sort of thing. You can find them in Ashran in your faction city hub. For the Alliance, you find the Arakoa dude between the inn and the town hall at the south. You can find he's kind of inside a gazebo of sorts. And you talk to him. You can pay in honor, garrison, resources, gold, and there was a fourth one that I'm missing. Apexis
Yeah,
crystals.
the crystals. Yeah.
Apexis crystals. Yeah, you pay those, and each time you buy it, the cost goes up. So if I pay in gold, for the first time, it's 400 gold for the first one, 800 for the second one, and 1200 for the last one.
That caps at
You
that.
and it
Ouch.
caps that. You can mix and match though. I can pay 400 gold for the first one, 400 apexis for the second one, and 400 garrison resources for the third one.
And it resets each week, right?
And it resets each week.
Right.
If you are a lucky person with a bunker or a war mill,
Yes.
Yep.
yes, or a
No.
war mill, then that fellow will provide you with one of those seals that count towards your weekly cap. Now,
But wait,
If you-
there's more.
there is more. What other methods are there to get another seal outside of those two options there?
There are missions, and the fun thing about this that Bashiot confirmed on Twitter today is that you can get, wait for it, a fourth or possibly more. So the missions don't count towards your 3 cap.
Ooh.
Wow.
Sick.
Has anyone
So-
got one yet? Anyone got?
Yeah, I've gotten one early on, and
I got one last week, and I let it go because I didn't know any better.
Oh
Wow.
No,
I
kinda
didn't realize that it
25%.
would go away, and I was so sad when I logged in the next morning because I finally had the followers at 100 to go do it because I didn't want to let it go past be sub 100%. And
Let's hope that was on a live stream.
Yeah.
Let's go broadcast. Let's go highlight that broadcast.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
You can also use honor to get them too.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Where do you know where the horde vendor is? Also in Ashran, right? Somewhere at that little town area there.
Yeah.
It is. They're both
Moved
called
them.
Fate Twisters.
Yeah, they're called Faith Twisters. I just don't know where he would be on your side of the island.
Our side.
It's hard. It's hard to locate things on our side because it's so busy.
Snap.
Yeah, it's so busy you can't even log in, right?
Through the bodies.
I stopped.
Yeah,
I stopped
but-
trying to log in like 20 minutes ago.
According to this map on lovely Wowhead, it's actually. Let's see, what is that? That's the AH. No, the AH is that way. It's by the where the rep guys are, and then there's a little lake, and then there's actually a long island that goes out towards the west, and apparently he's way out there on the
Way out there. Okay.
end. It's not in the actual contested zone stuff, so you're not going to have to join the queue or anything like that, but it's, yeah.
Yeah.
To the
He's
west.
way out there, away from your guys' camp. I wonder why that is.
Because it's so busy that
He
if,
doesn't like hanging out
if
with
it's like
people.
around
Unplanned.
an area, we won't be able to see him.
So, one thing I want to ask you guys though about that with the extra roles that you can get from the missions, do you feel that's a equivocal exchange for not being able to clear out your mission logs? Because I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather be able to clear out my logs and go get other mission gear based on my buildings than hope for that 1/4 role.
I mean, I think it depends on your priorities, where you're at in your character development.
If
Yeah.
you are a gambler holic like me, you would probably go for it, even if it's at 25%, which I did nail.
Snapped.
I
25%? No way.
25. It's a
Shut up.
1 in 4 chance.
It's almost like it's
Why?
almost like
I failed a 97% today.
see, Blizzard are secretly favoriting the Alliance now.
They're favoring the guys that
Wow.
take risks and are
I
bold.
suppose.
Wow, they just. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna get myself in
Alliance
trouble if I
bias.
speak right now, so I'm gonna
However,
not
if
say
I-
anything.
If it'll make you feel better, I did fail a 655 Highmaul mission, or whatever it's called.
That makes you
That
feel
one
better.
was at 85%.
What piece was it?
I feel a little better.
It was like an any piece, like a random. You right click and it generates a piece for you. So yeah. Anyways, moving on from seals, your enchants and your gems. If you're lucky enough, unlike me in this case, to have sockets on your gear, you'll want to make sure that it's gemmed. Make sure you have your enchants. Enchanting recipes are a little pricey this time around. They did recently nerf the healing and tank ones from the 15 temporal crystals down to, I believe, what, five, four, three, something like that.
Three. It
Yeah,
was supposed
three.
to be three, but last I had heard it was still testing. They hadn't actually changed it yet.
Lovely. Well, let me see here. Let me do a quick check, and I can confirm right now. I
Well,
should know this
he's
because I'm an
just
enchanter,
I
but
he's just
could.
flaunting.
press some buttons
Set-
right now, and three temporal crystals and five sorceress fires.
Yeah.
That's what
He's
the
just
healing
I've
he's just
been.
taunting us for being online. That's what he's
I
That's
doing.
what
know,
he's doing. I
right?
know.
That's what he's doing.
I hate you.
But yeah, so that's your rings next, cloak and weapon. So make sure you get those done. Consumables, potions, flasks, your food. You can grab food from the barn if you have a level 2 barn. I think you can kind of, was it boars or river beasts that periodically provide you with savage feasts that you can provide with the rest of your group. So there's that. Also, if you have a level 3 garden, you have a tree. This tree drops like bananas and apples. And I did not find out about this until a couple days ago when I was just kind of doing my herb run, and I was like, "Huh, what's this stuff from the ground? Oh, bananas!" And they give you
Ooh,
like
beef
5.
candy.
Yeah, they give you like random stats to like your versatility, your mastery, or whatever it is. So it's kind of a
Nice.
neat thing to have if you're not much of a chef. So definitely get but the thing is they're not permanent. They will disappear after some time. And lastly, last minute update to add-ons. DBM, for example, if you don't have it installed yet or updated, go ahead and do that. I would also recommend add-ons like GTFO if you're raiding, or RSA, Rayleigh's Spell Announcer. That thing kind of spits out what spells or cooldowns have been used by you, like an interrupt, or a powered barrier, or a last stand, whatever is relevant to the raid. So little things like that. And get all that stuff ready to go, and you should be set for raid tonight. All you got to do now is log in.
Yeah, which
If
is
you're
easier
super
said than done.
desperate, the Thanksgiving food, I believe, gives like 60 or 70 stats.
Yeah.
And they didn't go away with the holiday. I was really surprised to see those in the
Really?
decks.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought they would disappear by now.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
It's like the tooltip said that they would, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll use these for challenge modes, yada, yada, yada. And then obviously I didn't use them all, and they were still there. So if you're super desperate, and you got them.
Well, lucky for me, I have Will to go get that stuff for me.
I am your desperation.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I feel like you two are going to be hanging out in the back of Denny's soon.
I understand that reference. He doesn't. Check my Twitter, you'll get it. And you'll be sadly disappointed when you figure out the result of that. So, speaking of Highmaul and getting ready, now Will has actually put together some raid guides that you can actually go and check out. Shameless plug for Will's YouTube channel, and that would be youtube.com. It's going to be Giterraid, Giterraid, kind of like his Twitter handle under his face. And this has been getting some pretty big views. So if you or your guild is looking for a little bit of help, tips, whatever, on some of these encounters, you want to get a leg up on some of this stuff, go check out his videos. He did put some really hard work into this stuff during the beta, and all the information is all really relevant still. So definitely go check those out. So Kargath is one of the ones that you're going to have to encounter as the very first boss in Highmaul. So, Will, what can we expect from that?
Well, imagine you're going up into this arena. You've got all of your friends and buddies together.
I could
and
just show you.
here comes Kargath. So you saw the little Lords of War thing on Kargath, and so I hope you're pretty scared of him, and he is a pretty scary guy. But this encounter is basically in that arena that you saw in the Lords of War, and you got the crowd cheering you and your enemy on in trying to defeat him. There are lots of pits to fall in. If you fall in those pits, you will get killed by a nice little kitty. He's not friendly.
Insta death.
Don't do it.
It's
Insta.
possible to blink out of it though. Actually, one of my mages happened to just fall in there just now, and he was like blinked out. I'm like, "You didn't see that, right, Matt?" I'm like, "I totally saw that, dude. You are so lucky."
That sounds
I-
like Lich King.
I did it. I did it like on purpose. Like, you have to
I
test
wanted
these
I wanted
encounters.
to test it and see if blink would get me out. That's all. It's
Yeah.
it's science, man. Don't get mad at me. I'm like,
Totally.
okay.
Totally. And there's, as you can see, lots and lots of fire and lots of things going around. But Kargoth basically has some fairly simple mechanics. It is the first boss of the instance. It's, the introduction back into raiding, getting us ready for stuff. And, he'll chase you around, you kite him into some fire, that kind of fun stuff. But you also get to jump into the crowd. So he'll throw you guys up there, and all of a sudden you are beating on the crowd because they're mad at you and they want you to do better. So that's a pretty fun little thing, jumping into the crowd and beating on them. But
Oh man, wait till we discuss Mythic. I can't wait for that show.
Yeah, War of the Crowd. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
that's so mean. If you like hurt the cat in the fire, the crowd loves you. What is
That's
up with that?
that's great. What are you talking about?
That
These
seems
are
like a crime
tigers,
against the
man.
internet.
Yeah, I mean these
Pete,
are
Pete
vicious
is
tigers.
PETA's gonna be on that.
I mean, to be fair, these things do kill you in one shot if you jump down in their home.
I
So
suppose.
they're not gracious hosts by any means.
I suppose. So anyway, speaking of fire, we can segue into Breckenspore. So
Hi.
after you kill Kargath, you have the option to go through the Butcher, Brackenspore, and Tectus. And then, so you have those optional places to go in the Highmaul raid. It's pretty open, which is pretty cool. And Brackenspore is more of it's a good combination of situational awareness, healing checks, DPS, that kind of stuff. Because he's this, guy sitting there with all of these plants and everything around him, and there's lots and lots of plants. And some of them are beneficial, so you can heal up some mushrooms and get some buffs for your raid. Many of them are not friendly, and there's just a lot of like the
Stuff going on.
situational, there's a lot of stuff going on. The situational awareness is like being near the mushrooms, healing them, as well as there's an ad that comes out that needs to be interrupted like a ton. Just probably 3 interrupters on Mythic, I think, is what I counted. And just
And then there's
and
the
Mythic
moss.
is, and then there's moss, and the moss is fun,
Which is what they're looking
because-
at right now.
yeah, you get to use. There's 3 people in the raid who get to use a flamethrower and just burn that moss, and it actually gives you a DPS buff if you do it well. So kill the moss, do it well, and you win. But anyway, that moss is bad because it heals the boss and his ads, and it creeps there, and kind of like StarCraft creep, I suppose.
Seems
for the
like it kind
servers.
of spawns rather fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this footage was from Heroic, and the moss was definitely overtuned. On Mythic, it really wasn't as bad. I could like do it every 30-45 seconds or something. It wasn't like my constant job. So
Right.
we'll see how it is on live, of course. Yeah, I'm doing terrible in this flamethrowing. So I'm watching it myself. Anywho. Yeah, the
Oh.
Brackenspore is one of those things that'll sort of test your guild. Someone, I forget who said this recently. Someone from Method said Brackenspore is one of those. You get this fight, then you're probably good to move on through the rest of the raid and get ready for the harder encounters. So check out Brackenspore.
I feel like that's the skill check of the instance, actually. Like just the general guild coordination check.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I mean, it definitely looks like a lot of fun now, because there's a couple different things that we saw in this video, and I'll actually go back to it just real quick so you guys can see what I'm seeing. But you can see like the mushroom that's pulsating, the almost like an AoE, and that's one of the bad mushrooms, obviously. Now you can see like one of the ones to the right of the screen you just saw that was green, and that's one of the ones that needs to be healed. Now, do you know exactly how much it needs to be healed? Is there like a percentage, or how does that work?
it's got to go to full, I think, or like over 95 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
has
the
to go
number-
to full, and then
Just
it
about
like
full, yeah.
ticks down.
Yeah,
and
it keeps
like-
ticking.
Yeah.
So if you're a priest, you might want to glyph. If you're a holy priest, you might want to consider glyphing Guardian Spirit just for the extra healing boost. If you want to do that, I suspect that's going to be a thing in Mythic. Maybe not right now, but yeah, you'll definitely want to assign like maybe 2 or so healers on the shrooms.
So there's 3 total. There's a bad one, the blue one's for hasten, and the green one is for healing.
For healing, yeah, and you want to time the green one according to the boss's whatever ability, the big AOE one.
Yeah, like
that one,
The
Poison.
Big Bang.
the Big Bang. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Big
Gotcha.
Bang.
Bang,
Now-
bang.
a note for Mythic. You remember Sartharian with his flame wave? This encounter on Mythic is add a wave to the encounter. So there's a massive wave that comes through.
Yeah, that's
It's always
crazy.
fun. People are gonna be dying to that all the time. How many times you did OS3D back in Wrath and just
Oh
so
god.
many flame wave deaths? Oh my god. Yeah. Prepare for that again.
So what's the big button in the middle of the screen there?
The that's the flamethrower.
Right, so you can just click. I mean, I can see it like going down, so that means that you can. It's like recharging. It's like cooling off. But like, what's the actual? Like, the button itself is like you activating it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And it can it's kind of tricky. I was actually helping who was it? The person who does Warcraft logs, Kathera, no. What's her name on Twitter?
For Atlas the robot.
Warcraftlogs.com.
Oh.
No, warcraftlogs.com.
I don't know. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna get yelled at.
Yes. But anyway, they were trying to figure out exactly how the flamethrower worked, and I like went back to my footage to time out. Okay, for every second that you are pressing it, it goes up this many heat, and when it gets to the top, it actually overheats, and it takes another 5-7 seconds for it to start dissipating heat, and then it dissipates heat at some rate or something. So it's actually, if you can be good enough to stop it right before it gets to the top, like that's the ideal. But again, we'll see how much the moss is going to be a big deal or not. So
They look like a lot of fun though. I'm excited to see kind of what Blizzard's gonna do with these raids. You know, because we only have like what 3 more warlords, I think, after this to kill.
Yeah.
There's one in Ubers, right? And then there's one, the Iron Wolf, that we took care of in the first zone, Frost Ridge. Well, actually, there's a female one too, isn't there? There's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sam, what happened to your face?
Well, what do you mean? What
It cut down. I switched back, and now you're just like way.
Oh,
Yes.
I stretched.
Oh yeah, don't stretch.
Sorry, I was hunching.
Don't do that. There you go. There's your face. Hey,
Hey.
what's up?
Hi.
Look at that. You can see some stuff in the background, posters and everything. It's good times.
Yes, I put him up for BlizzCon.
Nice.
Yay. Mhm.
I got so much crap on my wall too. The camera doesn't actually do my wall justice. There's a lot of crap everywhere on my walls. So is there anything else you guys want to add to any of these fights, any encounters, any tips, tricks? Don't sleep. Use the bathroom early. Bring protein bars.
log in. I don't
Log
know.
in.
Try to get logged in.
Is Thrall still down?
I'm
Soldier
hitting
insists
90%. Oh, well, apparently Thrall is down because I've got guildies here who are in the chat. So
Yeah.
hey,
So
guildies.
obviously it must be down because they have nothing else better to do.
Exactly.
So believe it or not, that is going to be the show. It's that quick, that easy. We all got stuff we got to go take care of. Matt's itching to get back into going to raiding, so I don't want to deny him. He muted himself again, so I don't even have to hear his stupid alliance banter. It's like, I'm still logged in. Ha ha.
All the taunting.
Shout outs, guys. Anything you guys want to give to, whatever, people and friends and stuffed animals or whatever.
Shout outs to the server teams for at least not extending maintenance to 5 o'clock. Right? All of you guys going to Highmaul tonight, just enjoy it. Really, because in about 8 weeks, you're going to be sick of this place. So, savor it.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Very
And-
sage.
Shout out to Will for his awesome guides. Even my guild is using them. I got a little bit of a chuckle, but it also a warm fuzzy feeling seeing that they posted your stuff. So, congrats on that and thank you and good job.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
good luck.
Yeah, shout out to the bunches and bunches of new subscribers and people watching the videos, and appreciate the shout outs here too, because damn, it's a lot of subscribers. Damn, I'm like honored kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely.
You have the feels.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you,
had to, I had to.
I didn't.
My link got deleted.
I stopped myself.
I logged in, or I had to relog in. I was going to post some links in the chat. Let me try again. There we go. And it didn't load at me as a moderator at first, so I deleted my own link in my own damn show.
Fail.
So
Fail.
there you go. Well, for me, I don't really have much to say. I've just been super busy. So again, Will, great job on the videos. There's a lot more to them. There's all of Highmaul, so you can go and check all that stuff out. I posted links in the chat, and also you can just search it for Gatorade, Gitereraid, just in case you can't read, which just means you can't spell, which means what I just did was useless. So there you go.
Yes.
And Matt is unamused. Alrighty. Well, next week I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about in terms of rating and some. The AMA is going to be interesting on Thursday, so definitely check that out. Don't forget subreddit between 4 and 5 o'clock Pacific time on the World of Warcraft subreddit. So Reddit/r/wow, and all the big wigs are going to be there, and they're going to be fielding your server questions. Why do you keep getting DDoSed? Why do I pay $15 a month to have my life ruined? Why? So that should be a lot of fun. So very excited for that. And yeah. Other than that, same drill. Next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, or wherever the hell you're from. Until then, guys, Twitter, edge_blizzard.tv, edge@blizzard.com. You can email us and tell me how stupid I sound sometimes, or talking about Google stuff, or how much you hate when I go off topic. I love those. Those are the best.
But your diatribes are so epic and they're so genuine.
Yeah, you know how I am. Guys, we'll see you next week. Peace.